It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Mikkeller have produced a Game of Thrones beer in a 440ml can. It's called their Iron Anniversary IPA. The House of Mikkeller. Looks really good. There he is there, Mr. Mikkeller, bowing with his sword. The iron, is it the iron sword? Or the iron chair made of swords? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. Right, official Game of Thrones beer. It's really nice to see this. Mikkeller makes some really good beer. Game of Thrones was, a few years ago, what everybody watched. It's available at beersofeurope.co.uk. The link is in the description box of this video. Largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beer from all around the world. But without further ado, let's get this out into a glass and see what we get. Look at the smoke on the can opening. Whoa, look at that. Have a listen. So, beer in the glass, a straw-coloured, light, hazy looking IPA. I'm sure Mikkeller won't mind me saying that it looks like a New England style IPA. I've not had a New England style IPA for quite a while. I've been working my way through some of the beers that I have here in the kitchen. Some of the beers that may have fallen down the back of the cupboard, let's just say. And a lot of those have been like imperial stouts and barley wines, and you know, the stuff you go, I'll review that again. So I've not got through something probably as fresh as this, you know, please drink fresh in New England IPA, for quite some time. And the reason why I mention it is that just by getting the aroma from this distance, because the New England IPA style is bursting with flavour, this has got me rather excited. So without further ado, let's get the aroma on this hazy, light amber straw coloured 3-finger whitehead beer. Whoa, yeah. And when you I don't dismiss New England IPA. Of course I don't. It's just, I think I went through a stage where I drank a lot of it. And you get a little bit burnt out. If you asked me to drink a really good best bitter for the next 6 months, then I'd be burnt out with it by the end. Or same with imperial stouts or saisons or anything really. Sours. I'm a little bit burnt out with sours at the moment, in all honesty. When you have a break from it and you come back to it, then you realise, you go, yeah, there's a reason why this beer style is very popular. Let's dive in. Cheers. There's mango, passion fruit, grapefruit aromas, flavour. Orange peel, fleshy blood orange, grapefruit. Tastes good. It does taste good. There's a like a peppery note in there. There's just kind of like, I don't know if you noticed, then I just went into a real thoughtful thought process mode in my mind, where I was like talking but thinking about the beer, thinking about what I was really tasting. It's nice, it's really nice. Good looking, well behaved beer. Let's have a few more tastes before we really, you know, pull back the carpet, pull back the rug on Mikkeller and the brewing company that they now run. and what is now Mikkeller in 2021. This grapefruit, this passion fruit, this mango, it's a nice drinkability. But I just feel it's kind of like soft. They treated the water a little bit. But I just feel that Mikkeller are nowhere near where they were. It's a real shame. They went through I mean, you look at Mikkeller's story, it's a remarkable story. One of the first great kind of gypsy brewers out there. One of the first, I mean, probably the first great gypsy brewer out there. He was having emails from companies asking him for his recipes. And he was just inundated with companies saying, hey, Mr. Mikkeller, can you send us a recipe for this style of beer? And he was just like one of the early, very, if not the earliest kind of pace setters in the craft beer world. From Denmark, and then of course the trajectory, I can never say that bloody word. The way it went, he brewed a lot of beers for these people, sent a lot of emails out. He did a lot of kind of like collaborations where he would go and visit companies. He'd do a lot of brewing at the Proof Brewery in Belgium also. He probably still does. And then things started to go a little bit wrong. He was doing really well. He bought the Old Alesmith Brewery in America. And I understand that they've had to part ways with that. They've had to give that up. Since then, they've become a little bit more supermarkety. And that might be really successful for Mikkeller. He might be earning a lot more money from his supermarket type beers now, where the general public are now buying his beer rather than us kind of like craft beer niche market. I totally understand where he's gone with it. But this beer should have been his baby. What I'm trying to get at here, this beer, Game of Thrones, all the branding, all the marketing, all of the IP, if you understand that, all of the kind of like trademark of Game of Thrones, the effort that would have went into this alone, the marketing, would have been massive. And then the end result with this is that it's a kind of a half-baked New England IPA. It's not terrible, it's not great. It's just kind of like there. And that must be on a personal level, when Mikkeller puts his head on the pillow at night and closes his eyes, you know, that's when I think anyway, that's when my thoughts really kick in life. And he must be at the stage now where he's very well off. The company's doing really well, but really deep down there must be something there that he's going, actually, my passion for craft beer and the what I used to do in craft beer is not there anymore. It's not. This should be great. This should be one of Mikkeller's absolutely striking, terrific New England IPAs that the whole world is raving about. But it's not. It's not. It's really half-baked. It's New England IPA in that it has a slightly creamy mouthfeel, and it has some passion fruit, mango and grapefruit flavours, but they're not dancing on my palate. I don't know. It's just not there anymore. It's not there. I don't think the Mikkeller that we all knew and love is there anymore. I think it's kind of like moved on to a more commercial enterprise. For me, it's quite a poor beer, actually. It's quite... I'm going to say 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.